still not subscribed to the partition, you know, it's a lot of ways that you can do this besides watching all the content. But before we start, always remember, go to the channels link. Every show that we have, you can always see every show before everybody else see the show. But besides that, always remember, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, put it on all. Until then, always remember, anything is possible. Thank you for choosing the partition. Now let's get into the show. Anything is possible. Peace. The Chopping Up with Lil Ron show is where it's at and it's where it's happening. Oh man. Yes, sir. Like me son needs to do the drink. He just tell me one time. My son got me this with my dad, so I can always have him with me whenever I do the show. Come on, wait. I want to laugh. Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Lil Ron. Today, as we start off the new season, we had a lot of stuff that's been coming through, a lot of things we've been doing. Today, I have a special guest, and I met this lady at the mansion, and I ain't talking about the club, private mansion, because she's going to be working on a project with a whole bunch of people doing some stuff. But I want to introduce you guys to the one and only China. Now, even though they call you China, tell the world how your name is actually spelled out.
So it's China Boss Doll.
See, I was going to say the Boss Doll in there, but I want her to say it because it's how she said is how I like it. And I like it. And being a boss, I always tell every boss that come on the show, introduce yourself to my fans because your fans apparently know who you are. Mine going to begin to know who you are. So tell us about yourself and we're going to go from there.
Okay, so I'm China Boss Doll, and I'm Houston's very own Yellow Bone, and I've been doing music for a long time, since 2003. Now, this is when I entered music. This is when I started putting it together, like this is what I want to do. I want to write rhymes. And as time proceeded, I just continued to go through school, learn, write. That's why I'm just interested in different type of writing styles, different type of writing skills, or different type of ways I can change my words around or use words that sound the same. And just over time, I'm like, okay, yeah, but school put a pause on my writing because there were certain things that needed to be done. And it's just an off and on relationship that I had with my career and my education.
And you know something? First thing I want to know, how did you come up with the name China Boss Doll?
I didn't come up with the name.
Somebody gave it to you.
I was given a name. I was given the name China Doll in, I want to say, 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
And I had asked my mom, I was like, can you cut my hair like this? And it was a chop bang. It was,
man.
I told her to cut it like that. And my mom, cut my hair like that. So when I got to school, it was like China Doll, China Doll. And I was like, bet.
And I like when people have different experiences, especially when they come up with their names. And I like how they adapt to their styles of how they actually look. Now, into music, the rapping that you are in right now, what made you want to become a full-time, all-in rapper?
The happiness, the excitement, and the fun.
And when the crowd comes, everybody can't rock the crowd.
The adrenaline.
Yes.
When the crowd comes, the like.
Yes. Because I seen one of your music videos.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like, wow. I liked it. No, if I didn't like it, I would be like, nah, I didn't. But no, it's different.
Okay.
It's hardcore.
Right.
And it gets straight to the point. Hey, if a person don't like it, then you don't watch it. And people, they don't understand that. And they don't have a lot of good female rappers in Houston. You got a lot of female rappers in Houston that try to follow another female rapper's trend.
Okay.
You didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
It's different. And to be honest with you, I like
Did I go against the grain?
Oh, man, look.
Because I asked what female artists I listen to, and I don't know if we're leading into that, but it's like, I just grew up listening to male music.
Mm-hmm. And you know, a lot of female rappers that are successful create their own lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the female rappers that figure out why they can't make it because they're trying to recreate a wheel that's already going and it's circulating. When you do something different and it's out of the ordinary, people catches on to that. And then too, everybody now, some of these rappers now, all they want to do is be half naked. And then besides them looking half naked, what do they have beyond that? Do they have the talent to match? Can they hold their own when they come down to doing a feature with somebody? Because I heard stories about certain people get in the studio to do a feature and they can't do nothing. They got to call their cousins or call their friends to come write their lyrics. I actually heard stories about this type of stuff. And a lot of people, they don't understand that. And being a female rapper is kind of different. Because, you know, people they paved the way like Queen Latifah, MC Light, and Salt and Pepper, those ladies built the foundation for all the female rappers to come, like the Mill X's, the Trina, the Lil Kim, the Foxy Brown.
That's the genre. When I first started hearing female music, it was Lil Kim, and Lil Kim was kind of,
hardcore.
Very hardcore, but leading out the way. And then Trina came, so I'm high school. It's like all the girls listening to Trina, and then I guess Trina, she did her own thing, and then that's when Nicki came.
Yes.
And when Nicki came, Nicki was just like a big wave of different, but still like paying homage to other artists before her and just throwing her Nicki-ness on it. And she just like, I'm owning what I've learned, what I've collected.
Over the years.
Over the years, because these are the ones that's paved the way.
That's right.
And I'm just like taking, and then it just, Nicki opened the game up for girls to really have something to model after and put their own twist on. And some may be more provocative than her, or some may be more outrageous, or, however, but I can still see a little Nicki in all the...
Yep, and when I look at them, I'll be saying like, hey, look, they have a little menage in them. They may not like it.
They might not want to admit it, but it's like from 2008 when she was on the scene with Itty Bitty Piggy, it was over with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when she hit that scene, that was basically it. And then a lot of people try to knock people. I'm like this: if you get put on, and no matter how you get put on, you can't knock no man and no woman how they get their paper. If they get their paper, that's how they get their paper. Real is gonna be real, fake is gonna be fake.
And that's where the boss dog come in at how I got my paper. This was later on. This is not 8th grade no more. This is like 18, 19 years old now. So
grown woman
it's
stuff.
Like grown woman stuff. So I'm getting grown woman paper. And that's when I got the nickname, man, you shouldn't be no China doll. You should be boss dog. And I'm like, why don't I just put it together? And that's how I got my name. And I just went with it. And, I still get called China for short. China with an I, not a Y.
Mm-hmm.
Or China doll, or boss doll, or China boss. People, I like to hear what they think. I like to hear how they put their twist on it. How what's up, China boss, or what's up, China doll, or, what's up, little China. I like to hear how they, perceive me from what they call me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Diddy. Diddy got all them names. But
man,
we still call him Diddy. We don't even call him Puff Daddy no more. He just
got
Diddy.
Puff. He got, I think, Love. Man, I don't know how many names this man
But we
has.
know who he is.
Yeah, we know who he is. We know he's Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Now, in working in the studio, how is it working with different producers? Because, it's kind of hard. When females be in the industry doing music, it's kind of hard to work with certain producers, certain male producers, because you go in for your music, but then they're trying to make a relationship. I see a lot of female artists,
dispute
they are with their producers, man. I mean, it may be sad to say, but that's just how it is now.
And so my take on that would be like this. I think that wouldn't be good for me.
That's right.
I think that wouldn't be good for China Boss Dog as a whole. I've been around the media industry, the hip hop industry, as far as like preteen, watching Flavor Flav before all this love in hip hop, Flavor Flav, Strange Love. I watched the industry. I watched how certain girls get with their producer, Jocelyn. I watched how Brandy, Monique, I watched how certain women, you know, married their managers and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I don't think that would be good for China Boss Dog.
That's right.
So following on the producers and how it is working with different producers, I want to shine some light, and, you know, happy Father's Day, but I want to shine some light on the fathers and the men that's doing this business that aren't like that. And so for the past 2.5, 3 years, I've been working with one individual producer, and I haven't been having those problems.
Okay, and this producer that you're working with, has he worked with any other names in Houston or outside of Houston? Or is he from Houston?
Not from Houston, from Memphis.
Oh, Memphis, Tennessee.
And makes Memphis beats to me, the beats that I need, the beats I request. He makes the beats that I like. That, you know, and it was wild because I'm like, I always like listening to 3 6 Months. I always like listening to Project Pay. I always like
8 Ball, MJG.
I always like
Yo
listening to
Gotti.
I'm talking about these older male rappers. Like when I'm cleaning the house, when my mom tell me to clean the house, this is what I'm putting on to clean up. My room, clean up the restroom.
So you listening to 3 6 Mafia, tear the club up.
I'm listening to Sipping on That Scissor, tear the club up.
Sipping on the scissor.
Listening to I stay fly. I just, you know, I'm
popping my collar.
Yeah, and then now researching them because I'm liking what I'm hearing, so I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, it just kind of went that way. Now previously, I still can't, you know, say that I ran into a music producer that, you know, stepped out of line. So I'm just glad that I can say that, and that I've been, what I think about was not good for me, I tend to stay clear of it. And then, you know, it works out. It works out in the end for me because either we going to agree
or disagree
and part ways. We're not going to disagree and we're not going to disagree and be petty. I'm not petty. We're going to disagree. And we're strangers again. When those strangers come at your window at the drive, when you at the stoplight, you don't be talking to them.
Nope.
You don't be, sometimes you might be in a good mood and want to spare some change, but most of the time,
keep it moving. And another thing that I want to know, in the industry that you're actually in, how hard is it for a female like yourself to work with some of the Houston artists, like your Slim Thugs, like your Kikis, your Pow Wow? Have you tried to collab with some of the big names in Houston with any one of your tracks?
It's just an email away, you know, to send them a beat, send them something that I didn't worked with, because the way Houston and social media is set up, these artists, you know, they not trying to help. They want to hear the next, you know, new sound. They want to hear what's fresh. They want to see what's going on. So it's just an email away to send them, you know, some stuff that I've been working on, that I feel like, okay, or that I think, or I hear, who could go on this? Who could I ask to feature on this
track right here? So as being in the music industry and being a mom as well, is it hard trying to juggle mommy and trying to handle your stuff with your music and keep up with your fans and stuff? Has it been really hard for you?
Has it been hard for me? It's been challenging. Not hard, but it's been challenging because I've been a mom since I was in high school. So, like,
I've been a dad since I was in high school. I remember when I got into music back in '99, I used to have to carry my son on my shoulder with me everywhere I went and doing music. So I as being a parent and taking care of your responsibility and then trying to still maintain and do what you want to do, that's kind of challenging. It's kind of hard. But if you take the good with the good, the bad with the bad, but it all pays out in the end. It's always good.
It works out, but it's challenging for sure. The career, the school, the parenting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a triangle right there in its own stuff. Like you got to hold yourself up, and then you in the middle of everything because you still got to do what's good for you for your mental peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Your mental exhale, or inhale and exhale, just because you have a lot that you have going on. But if you really want it, like you said, the bad with the bad and the good with the good. Because the bad, you can just sweep the bad up, bag it, throw it out, and keep the good. It can really work like that. But I only have one.
See, I spread mine apart. I had my first one, I was 17, and the other one I had, I think I'm like 20 something years old. I can't remember. I think I was like 25, 26. But hey, it worked out for me. And my kids are my world. They are the reason why I get up and strive and drive and do everything that I do, that people see that I try to accomplish what I do. Now, I hear that you are working with some people and you working on being on this reality show that's supposed to be coming up that a lot of people don't know about.
Yes.
Secret project. I want to tell y'all the name, but I can't tell you the name. But if you watch the channel, you're going to find out.
Right.
How did that whole process come about when you got the call?
Okay, so I'm at the house. I get a phone call from my friend girl. She like, hey, let's go out, and I'm like, all right. She was like, let me treat you to the nail shop for your birthday. I'm like, okay, girl, let's go, let's turn up. I was still kind of hesitant because I'm like, oh, do I want to get out the bed right now? It's so hot in Houston. It's so hot out here. It's like 100 degrees out here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, yeah, let me go and get up and go. So we sitting at the nail shop. We, parlaying. We needed some champagne, some glasses of champagne and some wine. But I get the call. We getting our feet done. And it's Elmore. He's a director here. He's not from here. I think he's from New York.
And Elmore is my buddy.
That's who I got.
He's been here.
Elmore gives me the call, and he's like, hey, China, what you doing? I'm like, I'm at the nail shop with Brandy. He was like, oh, yeah, tell I said what's up. I'm like, all right, cool. And he says, I got this project I wanna put you on. I wanna, introduce you to. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? And he's like, Bobby? And I'm like, no, I'm not familiar, I don't think so. And he was like, well, he got this show coming up, and, it's for rap artists, and I think, this would be something you would like to do. And I'm like, all right, okay, make the call.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, on the 3-way call, I'm like, hit the nail shop, like, I'm like, ready, she like, I'm like, what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. And so he like, yeah, so how you doing, China? How you doing? I'm like, I'm doing fine. It's nice to meet you, Bobby. Woo, woo, woo. Good things. He's telling me the dates, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna bring my bodyguard with me. He starts laughing, and
For those of you who don't know, she's Brandy. She's a pet bull. I'm just letting you know.
Yes, go see her at the bike shop. You know what I'm saying? But we get the call, and I was like, I gotta go to work today. Brandy was like, girl, you better call off. And I was like, call off? She was like, this could be a big deal, girl. You better call off. And I'm like, okay. So I get off the phone with Elmore. We get the information that we need. We get it all set up, the address, the time, the dress code, the whole nine. So I'm like, okay, I'm in the door. Let's go. It's not like I haven't been doing this. Like I said, I've been doing music a long time. This is just, I've been putting it on pause for school, parenting, different things. And now I'm done with school, my son is up as far as parenting goes, where it's good.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, it's time for trying to boss doll. And I like that because now I can really focus on parenting and career. Education is out the way now. I can actually, get my career and parents and how I wanted to, and maybe even start dating. But right now,
No, you don't want no date. I'm telling you right now, you don't want a distraction. So especially when you going forward in your career, sometimes it's nothing wrong with dating people, which is a good thing. But
I like how you came. So I like how you. Hey, hell no.
hey, I'm just trying to let you know because when you're doing something good,
Yeah, when I'm
people
doing
try to pull you. They'll try to pull you down.
When you heard it from Lil Ryan yourself,
Yeah.
I don't want no lip from nobody.
I gotta tell them,
Well,
man.
I can keep socializing in. I can keep going out, hanging out with Brandon,
There you
turning
go.
up. You know, I can start my career in full throttle now.
There you go.
Okay.
So as you get in the call, and when I found out about you, especially when you talked about Elmore, you was in one of his films.
Yes.
And
Not a few.
so you was in Platinum and Gutter?
I wasn't in Platinum and Gutter, but those are doing good. He's been
10 Reasons.
written. Yes.
Shout out to Mikhail Rose. She's in that movie, and Brady Bob.
It was a lot of great people on the cast.
Yes.
Like the whole movie was just, you get into the movie because you really want to know, why do men cheat? Why are women okay with it? Why are some women not okay with it? Should men ask women prior to getting in a relationship, are you comfortable with being a sister wife, or would you like to be monogamous? Like, can we have that? But we jump from that to a whole lot of other things. But the movie itself is an awesome movie.
Did you like it?
I liked the movie. That was my first time acting, so that was my first break into the big screen, because I went to the premiere.
I didn't get a chance to go. They had told me to go, but I couldn't make it because we was actually in the process of filming my hit TV show, The Outsiders. We ended up filming that. But Elmo knew I supported him. Matter of fact, in my episode 2, I actually allowed one of his cast members, I gave her a feature on my show.
Okay.
And then I let her plug in 10 Reasons Why Men Cheat on my show.
Oh, wow.
I always give a lot of love to people and what they do. And I'm always a big supporter. And I always tell people, when you do one acting thing, especially when they're in music, 9 times out of 10, they end up going to acting. I always tell them, don't limit yourself to one thing. If you can get your hands and you can gravitate on something, do it. Not only that, I always tell people, we live in the podcasting age. I tell people, man, do your own podcast show, man, because it's actually good because the audience get to know you and know what you about, and they get a chance to see all the things that you do. Plus, when you say, look, I got this song right here, tell me what you guys think. If they follow you, they're going to follow you. They're going to know your every move. They're going to know how you do it this way, how you do it that way. That's important. Now, us over here on our end, I talked to B, and like I told B, I'm going to look out for you. Anytime you're ready to act, we'll make you a role for you on the outside. Now, if you don't mind killing somebody, we'll have it where you can kill somebody. Or we can make you a cop. Or whatever you want to be. We'll make you whatever it is on the show. If you want to turn back around and you want to get on the bike and you want to be on the back and guns blazing, man, we're gonna make that stuff happen, man.
Okay, I'm excited about that. I also want to congratulate you because you won some things from the Outsiders.
Yes, man, like two awards. Matter of fact, it's gonna be a third one that we actually have going. Believe it or not, the Outsiders actually start filming that show in December of 2022. Dropped it in January 2023, and from there, the numbers has actually been growing.
Wow.
Right now, when I calculated it, we have over 6 episodes. Between the 6 episodes we got now, all the way up, over 75,000 views.
Wow.
On that show. So that show
is doing great.
Yeah, it's doing like real good. I've been offered a lot of money for it, but I won't sell my stuff because I work very hard for it.
Yeah, right.
And we all put everything together, and everything from there went from here to like boom. But we come to my favorite segment.
Okay.
This is called Leon's Top 5. Leon is a cousin of mine that actually was a family man, and he actually was killed in an 18-wheeler about 2 years ago. And I always dedicate this segment to him. Because he was a fan of Kicks and Tricks at the time. And I think we didn't do Chop It Up with Lil Ron. It was only Kicks and Tricks. That was the only show we had, and he loved all my stuff that I do. So what would be China Boss Doll top 5 artists that you listen to? It can be rap, R&B, gospel, reggae, jazz, blues, country. Who is the top 5 people that you listen to?
2 Chainz.
Uh-oh. I was listening to Dope Peddler the other day. I would just listen to that the other day.
Yeah, 2 Chainz got me through college.
Okay.
Like early in the morning, waking up, getting to school, getting my infant ready. Had that 2 Chainz up real loud.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj.
Okay, I knew Nicki was going to be in there. I just didn't know where, but I knew she was going to be in there.
Gucci Mane.
Man, you know, I tell people this. I love Jeezy. I'm going to just tell people, I always love Jeezy, and I always been a big fan of Gucci Mane. And I'm talking about Gucci Mane in the beginning was so icy.
Yeah.
People sleep on that album. That first album he had, The Trap House, people actually sleep on that CD. That is a bad CD, man. And I still listen to Black Tea, how they have that they got, in my white tea, but they got a black tea with Bun B. I listen to that, man. I listen to so much stuff. But Gucci, man, I watched him progress, get to a certain level, step away from the game because he got caught in an incident, and then to come back, even most people, they drop the ball when somebody come for him. That man actually, he did that.
And he had a good support. He had a good woman behind him. He have a good woman behind him because I know that, you know, behind the scenes, she was holding it down.
And you know, behind every great man is always a woman.
Especially
Look at the
when
president.
you're not stressing her out, man.
Yeah.
When you're not stressing her out, because for some reason it's kind of like a fusion or a merge together some type of way, and it's like your actions have a reaction. And so far, you know, so good. And when I followed their story on Instagram, that's why I'm able to say this. When he came home, everything was, you know, he was treated like the king he was supposed to be treated like.
That's the way it was.
And she treated like the queen she's supposed to be treated like. And you see it.
Yes. So Gucci would be number 3.
Gucci would be number 3. Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole, a lot of people don't know. I was telling somebody this on another episode. No, Keisha Cole used to she used to be with MC Hammer back in the days. Yeah, she used to be like a little dancer, MC Hammer. And her brother used to rap with Tupac. A lot of people do not know that. Actually, Tupac had plans for Keisha Cole on his new label. If he decided to actually lead Death Row, he had plans for her. A lot of people, they just do not know that. And that's Keisha Cole, man, she like one of the artists people say crazy things about her and they don't understand her. And people don't understand in the music industry, entertainment don't matter. And if you in that field, you a target, man. You never will ever live a regular life. Trust me.
Right.
I know that. As a matter of fact, I just went a few weeks ago. We went to Bun B Trill Burger. Me and my motorcycle guys, we pull up. We go to the Bun B Trill Burger. I never met Bun B up until this point. So we getting ready to go get the burger. Girl haul out. She said, hey, there go Bun B. And I'm thinking some of them would be like, can I get a picture? And they'd be like, nah, I don't want no picture. Humble dude did a picture. Then we go in the inside. He politely walk up. Thank y'all for coming out, man. I said, oh, man, we want to support you, man. I support you, Bun. I'm going to come out here. We're going to come eat these burgers. I'm going to bring the rest of my people out there. We end up getting to the point where a picture was discussed. You're like, all right, cool. You know, normally people be like, man, one picture, that's it, no more. We took a group picture. I told him, I said, man, get that camera, man, shoot that picture. I want a picture with Bun. Shot a picture with him, got our food, ate, sat down at the table. This man took it upon himself and went to each table, asked every person, y'all liking the food? Everything is good? You straight? Some people don't do that. They just don't want to turn. The man sit off to himself, watch people come in, like in his eyes, like he amazed, like I can't believe, like this is Bun Trill Burger. But one thing I do like, no cash. Credit card only. I love that.
Like Frenchie's at Third Ward.
Yes.
Credit card only.
So, Keisha Cole, and who was your 5th?
China Boss Doll.
I was hoping, a lot of artists won't say themselves, and I'll be like, if you're not your own fan, then who gonna be a fan of yours? People don't understand that. Now, do you have an actual album coming out or some project that you're working on?
I do have some projects that I'm working on. I do have some music that I'm writing right now. I have original music, and I plan on dropping something like next month.
Okay. Just in time for the back to school.
Yeah, just in time to back to school shopping sales. Yeah.
There you go.
You want to get them July
it's up,
sales.
it's up and down. So people, they just be like, oh.
Well, hopefully, it's easier for everybody this time around because we know what to expect from last year and coming back with the price rising.
Yes, and I'm working with some people with the 3 Wheel family. We're working on doing something for back to school for the kids because I know how it is with parents. So we working on getting with some people, and hopefully, if everything goes to as planned, it's gonna be a real nice event, real nice.
Okay, where it's gonna be?
It's gonna be at a secret location. I haven't told nobody where it's gonna be at, but it's gonna be nice, man. I promise you, this is gonna be like a real nice.
Drop B that pen, and we will be there.
Hey, y'all heard it first. Now, she said she coming, so y'all know she will be there.
It's secret location right now. But
yeah, there you go. It's secret, but once we get it, like we want it, it's gonna be right on point. Now, tell the people how they can find you on social media.
Okay, so my social media handles are China Boss Doll, ChinaBossDoll. All together, no spaces, no underscores, just straight to the point, spelled the way it's supposed to be spelled. And that's my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube. I'm revamping right now because, when you're in this industry, you have to build a team. That is a part of the industry. When you build in a media team, you need PR, you need management, you need an audio engineer, you need a glam squad, you need these things. You need about 19 or 20 hats. Unless you have, 5 people that's really good at multitasking.
I can say this. It's sad, but everything I built in this studio and everything I have evolves around, first off, the man upstairs, because he made it possible for everything. The next person to that is going to be Kato, which is Richard. That's my right-hand man.
Right on.
I put the stuff together. I tell him how I want it done. He brings it to light. If it wasn't work for him, it wouldn't be none of these shows. He is like my public relations, everything. We sit down, we talk, we laugh, we have fun. We have days we get into it with each other, but we handle stuff like men, and he's always on time. And so far, I haven't pushed him to do it yet. I haven't got him to actually shoot a music video yet. That's the only thing I haven't got him to do. But TV shows, he done shot all that stuff. I know he can do it. But we working on the soundtrack to our Outsiders. When we get to the end of the series, we're going to be shooting music videos for it and everything. And Richard, he going to look it up. Yeah, he's going to hook it up, man. He's going to do it big time for us.
Wow, that's going to be awesome.
Yes. So, I enjoyed you. And I will have you back. But when you come back, it's going to be different.
Right.
I'm going to make sure I bring you on to my show called The Panel, but I'm going to have something special for you. I'm going to have you a whole bottle of wine sitting right there. So you said you didn't have none, so I'm going to make sure we have you some wine. And we can get B on there with you.
Yeah.
Man, y'all can sit on there with me and somebody else, and we can have a good conversation. And one of our main topics is going to be support. Because a lot of people don't get support.
Right.
And I always tell people this too. Just because somebody is in your circle don't mean they're in your corner. And sometimes they go over people's head when I actually tell them that. And support is big key with me. But other than that, I enjoyed you.
I enjoyed you.
Yes. Always remember, until next time, anything is possible. Thank you for choosing Chopping Up with Lil Ron. Until next time, we out. Peace.